is on. Woo! Hello, everyone. Welcome to Calling Out with Susan Pinsky. I am Susan Pinsky. I'm a little off center. I'm going to move over here. And I am so excited to be back because it's been about 3 years since the last time we launched this program, right at the beginning of the pandemic. And I've been very busy producing Ask Dr. Drew, which you can find at drdrew.tv. I'm back because I've had a lot of people over the years say, why don't you bring your show back? So we're here in a new studio. We have a new tech guy. His name's Jay. Kaleb's behind the scenes. And we're here ready to bring you into the world of psychic mediums, clairvoyance, astrology, and all those things that are mysterious that we like to believe exist. So I first want to welcome my guest today, my guest psychic medium. Colby Rebel is an award-winning international celebrity psychic medium. She was awarded Best Psychic of Los Angeles in 2022, a best-selling author. Colby's books include Leap of Faith, Psychic Senses, and Coffee with Colby. She is a public speaker, business coach, and founder of Colby Rebel Spirit Center, as well as the host of acclaimed Colby Rebel Show podcast. You can also find her on YouTube, Colby Rebel Show. She's been on loads of different television shows, and she's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just go to colbyrebel.com, and you can find her links there to everything that is Colby Rebel. Welcome, Colby Rebel.
That was like a whole commercial for me. Thank you.
Yes, we like to give a little plug up at the top.
Thank you.
So also we're going to be at at the half. We're going to have. I need the teleprompter again, my friend. We're going to have Kyle Thomas, astrology
guru. Yes, he's amazing.
Go up, scroll up a little bit. I want to leave. He's a globally recognized pop culture astrologer and the official resident astrologer to People magazine. He also has been featured on Access Hollywood, E! Entertainment, NBC, ABC, CBC, CNBC, Good Morning America. He's frequently there. Cosmopolitan magazine, among others, and he also can be found at Horoscopes Plus and Horo.Scopes Daily. Find him at Mr. Kyle Thomas on Instagram and KyleThomasAstrology.com.
Yay.
Okay, so we're mixing it up a little bit. I wanted to give everybody sort of a mixture of clairvoyant mediumship and astrology to start off the show. We've been through a lot in the last 3 years, and it's been daunting times. And we're also having a presidential debate tonight. So, there's a lot of energy in the air about, world affairs and, what's going on in the universe and how we're going to be in the next year or so. And so I'm going to let these experts do their job and give us some insight. And then we have a special guest coming on soon to get a psychic reading. But first of all, I just wanted to
congratulations.
Tell Colby that, the last show I did was 3 years ago with you and Cindy Keza.
Yay.
And I missed you dearly, even though we've been in communication. But so much has happened to you since then.
Yes.
And the big news is you're a married woman now. Everybody.
Well, if we look at 3 years, I found someone, then became a boyfriend, then a fiance, then married. So it's been, and I have a stepdaughter, so it's a lot in 3 years.
A lot has happened. I think maybe it was a good idea not doing my show because you could go out and find a man.
I wasn't even trying. It was just literally by accident.
Oh my God, it's so wonderful.
Literally just a fluke, to be honest.
So Jay, could you turn my volume on my earbud down a little bit? It's a little hot. Thank you. During the pandemic, she found a man, so I guess anything's possible.
Was towards the end of the pandemic.
Was it?
But yeah, not during.
But he's adorable. And, Colby is really great at dating advice and knowing when people are going to have a baby.
Oh, I love it.
And she's predicted a lot of stuff. I think she predicted Caleb's baby.
That's
coming,
right.
And I wanted him to pop on and say hi and validate that for you, but I may have had to do it for you because he's had a long day today with 2 shows.
Wow.
And he still works with us, and he does all my producing for Ask Dr. Drew, which I'm going to keep plugging because drdrew.com is our sponsor, and all the sponsors there are my sponsors. So you don't have to watch a bunch of ads here. You just have to go to drdrew.com/sponsors. So support the show. And because Dr. Drew TV is the free place to be. That's what it is.
There you go.
It's free to you, but if you want to buy something, get some Paleo Valley beef sticks, we'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to bring on our first guest, and the disclaimer is Colby has no idea who this person is. We've hidden what this person does or where they came from or how I found them, or I take pride in the fact that I don't have to give them any information up front. I have complete confidence that she'll be able to read this person without, although there are other people in the room, so some of their spirits may come through first and we have to kind of deal with that. But usually my father-in-law or my mother. But Colby knows them, so she might be able to boot them out of the way until the end of the show. Okay, you guys, don't come through yet. But anyways, I'm really proud to have this guest on, and I think Jay's going to bring up the image, the question.
There we go. The mystery guest.
Yes. So, so I'm gonna tell you this. She's a woman. She,
Well, that's
or
good.
I don't know. She might be a man, but in these day and age. But I think she identifies as a woman. So I'll give you that. But anyways, I'd like to introduce the guest. Hello, guest. Are you there?
Uh-oh. Hello.
See if we can get some audio.
Yeah.
Is it me?
There we go.
I don't know if I'm.
Can you hear us?
Am I the only?
Okay,
I hear you guys. Can you hear me?
You're very low.
Yes.
Hang on. I can barely hear her.
Low.
Yeah,
Hang on.
Okay.
that's
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's getting better. Better.
Is that maybe I'm too far?
Yeah, get a little closer. You can move back later.
Hold on.
Okay. So we.
I'm on my kid's computer.
So yeah,
Sorry.
we're trying out this new system and everything, so we have to kind of goof around with it at the beginning. So everybody bear with us.
Okay.
So anyways, welcome to Calling Out with Susan Pinsky. I'm Susan Pinsky, as you know, and this is Colby Rebel.
Hi there.
She's gonna reach into your soul and and speak with you. I don't know how they do it, but they're able to. Sort of tap into your, whatever it is, your psyche, your loved ones, your afterlife, whatever you want to call it, whatever resonates for you. So I'm going to let Colby take it away.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm okay. Colby, I just want to know one thing. Am I having a baby? I'm kidding. I'm really mad. I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway, I'm good. I'm okay. How are you? Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm going to kind of just dive in here, do a little bit of a reading, kind of see what's coming up for you, who's on the other side for you. So does that sound good? Does that sound fun?
Yeah, I'm just going to disclaim that I stay away from all this stuff, but because I love Susan so much, I am here. So I might be just a little. Okay. Anyway, I just had to say that.
No, that's good. I appreciate it. So, a couple things when I'm tuning in, I feel like, to me, it feels like your life is just pretty busy, like pretty hectic or pretty busy. It's literally like one thing to the next. Does that make sense? Like you're just kind of bouncing, like I've got this, I've got that. It's almost too many things you have, not enough time in the day for them.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, for sure.
Because it feels like you're just doing a lot. And I feel like there's a lot too where, to me, it feels like we're in a major transition at the moment. So I feel like you're in to me, there's something going on with work, like a work or a work project where we're kind of diving into a new arena, so to speak, a new project. So has there been something new that you're working on by chance?
Yes.
Okay. Also,
A few things.
are you working I don't, is there a connection to a film for you by chance? Are you working on a project that would be more film related or story related? Not
Hmm.
as much?
Probably not as much.
Okay. Is there any way to turn her
I
volume
mean, I
up a
don't know
little?
how much.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm
Sorry,
asking them to turn
I
you up
can
because
lean.
I have
I
a
can
hard
lean
time
in.
hearing you. Huh?
I can lean in. I don't know if this computer has tiny speakers or what, but
That's
I
better.
don't know how much I'm
Don't
supposed to
don't tell the
answer your
computer it
question.
has tiny speakers. They get offended.
The tiny speakers. This is my daughter's
You want to tell the
computer.
computer how
Sorry.
big its speaker is, okay?
I know this computer is so hot right now.
No, so
I'm
you're
giving myself away by.
okay. So to me, I feel like there's a whole new project. It's like this whole new endeavor. And I feel like it's literally going to take your life into a whole new direction. That feels very empowering. It feels very good. But there is something around it where the story comes out. There's a story around it, a story comes out. So I feel like that's going to be a big part of this journey. Okay. And I feel like along the lines of this, it's just getting you to kind of dig deep to kind of pull the plug, I think, on some old patterns, some old habits that you've been holding on to. Okay. So I feel like you got to kind of go, okay, I don't have time for this. I'm going to let this go so I can focus on this new direction. Okay. But it is so weird. I keep getting something around entertainment, film. There's nothing like that for you, huh? You're not in entertainment, film, something with people, crowds, audiences, nothing?
Yes, no, I am. I am. Oh, I thought you. I'm allowed to. Am I allowed to say what I do,
Not yet.
Susan?
Not yet. You're on the right
Not
track
yet.
though,
Okay.
Colby.
Okay,
Um,
because I feel like there's a lot of expectation on you and a lot of, but in a good way. It doesn't feel like in a negative way. This feels to be very good. It feels like I also feel like you enjoy what you're doing, right? So I feel like but there has to be something live that you're doing too, because I can feel the energy of people and you kind of feed off of that. You really enjoy the live, I want to say live audience or live people that are around you. Um, so I
yeah,
get
that
a
actually scares me. Uh, that's a
what?
scary thing.
Scary thing.
That's
Yeah.
actually a scary. Yeah.
It feels, I'll tell you what, it feels like for you, it's like just get more comfortable with it because it feels like it's coming in. Um, yeah, I just feel like you make people laugh. I don't know. I just feel like you have a way to make people laugh, bring people together in a really raw way, right? So it's almost like you're gonna kind of take the image off and take the mask off, even though you're hidden behind a question mark. You take the mask off, and I think just that vulnerability and that rawness you have is what makes people really want to be supportive of you, want to be kind of a fan, really. That's kind of what it's feeling like. Okay. Um, the other thing, though,
I
is
like that.
there's going to be a side, like I said, a whole other business that I also think is happening. So even though we have this main course here, I feel like you are getting in, like putting on a new hat, and that does feel more career oriented. So you're putting on a new hat, going into a different direction. I do want to say, to me, there's a male on the other side for you. So in spirit, okay, we have a male on the other side. This male makes me feel like he wasn't too old when he passes. So, and the passing feels to be more sudden to me. So maybe not a full opportunity to say goodbye to him. Not, yeah, there's no long goodbye with this. So can you understand that with a male who would be in the spirit world, a quicker passing with him?
And it could have been any time, not anything recent. Sorry,
No, it
it's so
doesn't. It could
loud.
go. That's
That's okay.
okay.
We're
No,
used
it
to it.
could be anytime. We could be going back in time. This definitely could be going back.
Yes, I definitely lost a friend suddenly many years ago.
Okay. I feel like this friend, though, he comes in like brother. So he must have been a good friend. um, he gives me the feeling of like being very funny. I think he was just funny. I think he was like had a great sense of humor, great kind of laid back personality to him. Does that resonate? Do you understand that?
Yeah, and the last time I've actually spoken to a medium, he's always right.
He
He's first.
he's up in front.
He's
He's up in
first.
center.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
loves. I think what he loves is like I feel like he was pretty adventurous, like just off the kind of off the fly. I'm gonna go do this, spontaneous. Like there's a lot of spontaneity with him. Very much adventurous. Very much like let's live life to the fullest. And I think he did. He was not shy about how he lived. um, he's very like outrageous, and like I said, though, also could really make people laugh, just get people excited about things. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
And
Woo,
he,
chills.
what would you
I just
say?
got crazy chills. I just
Oh, I
got some
love it.
crazy.
We love the goosies.
So what do you think? Should we?
No,
should-
no, not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
You
I'm
tell
not
me.
done.
Okay, okay.
I'm not
Keep going.
done.
Come on, Colby. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So I feel like with this guy though, I don't know why this keeps coming in. I don't know if it's just that. Do you know that movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
I don't know why this guy keeps referring to that movie. Again, I don't know if this guy is funny or is just always on a plane, train, or automobile. We didn't know where he was going to be, but he keeps bringing, that kind of feeling in. So I feel
He was
like.
very.
Go ahead. What?
He was very funny.
Okay, because
Very funny.
Okay, I definitely get the feeling with that with him. I also just know how much he loves you. I do know, like he just gives me this strong feeling, like you got to tell her I love her. You got to tell her I'm giving her a big squeeze. I'm holding her tight, and there's been more than once where, like, he's rocked you to sleep. That you may have been in tears or really distraught, and he has rocked you to sleep, he said. So he definitely gives me that for you. And it's interesting. I'd love to see your hair. He loves your hair. So I don't know what it is with your hair.
Yeah.
But he wants to kind of put his hands through your hair. So I just know. I just know that he gives you a lot of love, a lot of tenderness. Yeah, and then really quick too, there's a J name that I can't. Is there a J name connected to you or in the living or in spirit? J, Julie, John. Can you connect to a J name?
From this person?
Connected to you in the living or in spirit?
Well, the person who I think you're referring to is Jamie.
Oh, that's it. Okay, got it. Oh, that's so funny. So you want to hear something funny, you guys? Let me just tell you.
Okay.
Because I said J name, and they gave me Julie, right? And then John. Like, I was like, well, how could I have a male and female? But Jamie, even though it's a guy, can also be a woman's name. So I think that's what they were trying to, right?
Okay.
Like, oh, we're going to give you a girl and a guy so that
girl
you.
or a guy's name. It could be either.
I could hear it. But anyhow, I'll tell you what, this guy, Jamie, he just gives me a sense of telling you to stay on track with things. Like you're going in the right direction, to stay on track with it, to not give up. Sometimes maybe it's overwhelming or it's too much, and you kind of want to hide, and he's like, no, like, this is your time, this is your moment. So I feel like in the next year to two, the exposure you're going to have is going to be so big. And it's like, he's just saying, use your voice. That's over and over and over. Okay. So just kind of letting you know that. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to be here hysterically crying. No big deal. But while I'm crying, I'm going to show you guys one thing on the computer because.
Okay. Well, we have to show you. We have to do the
Sure.
reveal here to get.
Oh,
the,
yes, but the audience will see it eventually. But it says Jamie across my ankle in an American flag.
Oh, I love it. I love
Can
it.
you see
Oh,
it?
look. Let me see her.
All right, bring her on. You can bring her on. It's okay.
You're going to bring me on?
We'll bring it. Okay, center yourself in the picture.
Sorry, I'm ugly crying. Hi, Colby.
Hi, look at your hair, though, right? Because he kept saying,
we need to
this
move.
is so great. He
move
loves this hair.
Move to your right. We can only see one boob.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
okay, that's better. Thank you.
Do you want to make
Okay,
sure you got
good.
the full rack here, guys? Don't mess with
Yes.
I don't know. This friend kind of likes that rack, so there might have been a little bit of a
No,
romantic
no.
connection there.
Yep. Old Jamie. He's
he
always
really,
by my side.
yeah, no, he really, he loves you so much. Yeah.
So yeah. So guess what? This is Drea de Matteo.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
Colby.
She's an Emmy
Colby.
Award winning actress known for her roles in The Sopranos, Desperate Housewives, Sons of Anarchy. She's a co-founder of the apparel company Ultra Free,
Oh
and
my
she
God,
lives in LA with her family.
oh, I was going to talk about a
And I
clothing
have,
company. That's
and I
so
have, well,
crazy.
that's her business. And
Yeah.
Oh,
you'll
look at
love this. I'm going to give
this
this to you,
Susan.
Colby, because
Yay.
this is right up your alley.
Oh,
It's,
I love it.
is that cool?
That is so
I
cool.
think the
I
two of you,
love it.
look, it's like a dead
I see it.
corpse head.
I
It's
love it.
So it's right up your alley.
well,
Thank you.
it's
This
the
is a
left
gift.
ring, the left wing, the right wing, and there's just mayhem in the middle, and the
It's life.
duality of everything. And
I
yeah,
love it.
two wings on the same bird.
But you know, that's what's
You
interesting is
button
about
that off.
the
Sexy.
I was gonna say I should have said the clothing company, but I felt like a whole other company you were gonna be building and growing, and it was gonna really expand. And I think it's gonna expand not just clothing and apparel. I think it's gonna be jewelry also or accessories. So it
Oh
definitely
my God.
feels.
Well, I mean, that's funny because we just started.
Ah,
We just we just started here. We just
is that
started right
yours?
here.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
Yeah, it will be. It will be mine.
I
It's
love
this
it.
one. Yes.
I love it. Yeah. So, well, it's so nice to meet you. And I think just,
Nice to meet you too. My
you know,
girlfriend's across the room. She's going, "That's crazy."
oh my
Sorry.
Yeah.
I love it. So, you know what's interesting too? Yeah, the baby thing though. I do want to kind of bring up the baby thing, right? Because I
I'm present.
do,
I knew it.
yeah, I feel like the thing is that I feel like you got to be kind of careful, and just know your timing. And I say that
Oh.
because you feel like so fertile to me, like
Well,
those
then you
hips are
think I'm
baby
young.
making hips or something.
Oh my God. You think I'm young? You think I'm a kid? I'm an old lady.
I don't know. I
I
don't
have
know.
my face pulled back under my wig that Jamie loves so much.
You look good, though. Yeah.
You look amazing, but it definitely
Well,
feels like there's going to be an idea of taking someone under your wing.
Oh, well, that
Maybe
I
it'll,
do. I'll take everybody
maybe
under
it'll
my
be a
wing.
grandchild.
That's
You
for
never know.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
could be a
My
grandchild.
16-year-old, I don't know if she's ready to give me a
No,
baby
no, not
yet.
yet. No, no,
Don't put it in the
no.
universe yet. Although
No.
Colby gives great contraceptive advice. So
I
if
do.
you
That's
don't,
why I was like, be careful. There's some. It's
yes.
interesting. Yeah.
I love it. I'm still fertile, though. That's what I want to hear.
I
I
do
mean, I do
know.
Yeah.
still bleed. So
I don't. I
that's
do
a
know that
sure
Drea did
overstep.
lose her mother, and she would. You know, if you have any instinct into that.
Yeah. You okay if we connect the mom for you?
I mean, I don't even know if she's there yet. I mean, this is very recent.
Oh.
This is
I will tell you one
this
thing
is
I want to share is to me there's no time needed for them to be able to communicate. A lot of the time we wait more for the recipient. Like, is the recipient okay and in a space to be open to hearing? And sometimes they have to acclimate to the way to communicate, but I don't know. Your mom just feels like strong to me, like a pistol. So I don't think she's, to me, she comes in ready and excited about this. So I feel like she makes me feel like she had been ill prior to her passing, like a decline in her health. Is that correct around your mom?
it depends because there are several women that raised me. This sounds crazy, I know, but
Okay.
I have a unique upbringing
Well, let
of,
me tell
of
you,
parents.
the lady, the one lady I have that's coming through first is a little bit stronger, like meaning kind of tell you how it is, more of a direct kind of communication style. It's not real soft and not real, gentle. It's more like, okay, this is what you're doing. Like, get up, let's go.
I don't think that there were any soft women in my life. I
Okay.
think they were all exactly as you just explained.
Okay. This lady gives me the feeling too, where her voice is there's a little maybe raspiness in the voice, or it's a little bit of a deeper voice to it. So it's it's a little bit of a lower tone is the feeling I get around her. Loves music. So if I go back in time, she would have been loving music, dancing to music, having fun with music, that sort of thing. Does that resonate for one of them? Are we narrowing it down?
Two of them.
Now we got it down
For
to
two
two.
of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
there's three of them. You got it down to two.
we got it down to two. Okay. She gives me the feeling where I feel like for her, she needed to pick you up a lot. So this is a person that you definitely, when you were, I think there was a tough time or a tough period in your life, and she was right there to keep picking you up. That's the feeling I keep getting. Like she was the one right by your side, checking on you, checking on things, that sort of thing around her. So I feel like especially there's something about your late teens to early 20s where she was very significant in your life is the sense I'm getting around her. So, and I also, there's a tattoo. There's a tattoo connected to this lady. So I feel like maybe you got a tattoo for her. Would that resonate? Do you understand that?
I do have all three of them on me. I'm sorry.
These ladies. Just
I
one
have
of
a
them
yearbook on my body.
would one of them be a heart tattoo or heart, something around a heart with a
That was Jamie.
Oh.
That was Jamie.
Okay.
But
I was going to say a heart and a rose. Where do you have the rose also? Is there a rose or the name Rose that we can connect to?
Dude, is she picking you up in here? I think you're picking up my girlfriend who's across the room.
Could be. Yeah, that happens
She's got
occasionally.
hearts and roses and all of it on her.
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, I do have a sacred heart here. And
Okay,
my mother
yeah, see,
loved
that's
the
it. All I did was put a little heart. So I just have a little heart that I put. So that's it. It was just a little heart. And I feel like
Doesn't everybody have a heart tattoo?
no.
Who does tattoos?
No. The lady also,
You have a heart
I
Rico,
would.
so
First
your
lady of
tattoo
Low,
is
I
not the
think.
right tattoo.
this lady also, this might be the other lady stepping in though, but you were with this lady at the end of her life. Like you spent time with her and were with her, and were helping to take care of her. So that might be more the recent passing. Is that right? Is that more your mom that recently passed?
I lost them both within. When did Monkey die? When was it? 2021.
Okay.
My mom just died a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of them was my nanny, and I took care of her until she died.
It was a couple
Yes.
of weeks
Okay.
ago. I'm so
Okay. There's
sorry.
a feeling where, and is there another, I don't know what you just said. I don't know if you said Monkey, but is there a Mary? Does the name Mary connect at all for anyone, or a middle name Mary as well?
I had an Aunt Mary, and her
Okay.
daughter was my godmother, and they were all always in my house growing
Oh
up.
God, they're all
The
around.
aunts.
You got like a whole tribe. Literally, it's like a tribe
Everybody's
with you.
mom.
You can't even escape. There was nowhere to
Everybody's
go.
All your dead people are
No.
here.
Okay.
They
All right,
all
let
left
me
me.
real quick. This one lady that I've got, she just gives me the feeling where I feel like there's a very strong mother feeling with her for you. There's a very strong feeling of she felt very responsible for you, but also responsible. I keep wanting to say to get you out of trouble. Like I really feel like she needs to know she's loved. She needs to know she's cared. So it's weird because your mom, like the birth mom, the more recent mom, this doesn't feel like her. The energy feels different. This feels like almost like your mom, I don't want to say wasn't responsible enough, but maybe she wasn't as connected or nurturing. Whereas the other mom, this other lady feels like, all right, I got to pick up the slack. I got to be here. I got to make sure she knows she's loved. And to just be able to give you advice. Like you could pick up the phone and you could talk to her and you could call her about things and she's there for you. And she has trouble moving around at the end. She has trouble walking or moving around at the end. So she's a little bit more in the bed, much more towards her passing, much more at the end.
That's Monkey.
Okay.
That's my monkey.
Okay. Let me just tell you, monkey is like no nonsense monkey. Monkey is like your biggest cheerleader, right? Monkey really was just so proud of you. She just couldn't, just, you were her pride and joy. And she would brag to everybody about you, literally as if you're her daughter.
Yes.
And
Yes. And I would brag about her as if she were my mother.
yeah, she absolutely loves you. I will just say really quick with the lady that passed more recently, there's just, I don't know. I mean, I know she's your mom and you love her, but I almost feel like there was a little bit of a disconnect with that woman, like her either understanding you or her, like she loves you a lot and there's a strong love, but there's not a whole, I don't know. It's weird. There's not a real strong, like, Monkey feels more nurturing to me than the lady who more recently passed. Would that resonate? Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yes. I think that they were just very different relationships, but
Well,
all equally
significant, just
like,
different.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because your
He had a
mom,
complicated.
yeah, your mom makes me feel like there were things to work out, or there were things to kind of forgive. There were ways that she could have been better. She makes me feel like she loves you, but there's just ways where she feels like maybe just more open-minded or more accepting, more just embracing of things rather than like her. Sometimes I think she just had an idea of like, oh, well, this is what we do. And so she gives me the sense of just letting you know that I think more recently, the time that you got a chance to spend together really meant so much to her. Like, I feel like she had an opportunity to breathe and share her love with you and share her connection with you even more. So
My mom. You mean in
yes.
the end?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I think more whether our stuff was labored, I think more she needed to, maybe it was more with herself.
Maybe,
I'm
but
okay. I feel okay with her because I
okay.
understand her and I accept her.
Yeah.
And I try to tell her that she was not well towards the end.
Nah, she really struggled with that, but she gives me the feeling of being so grateful though for the time that she got to spend with you. And it really like it just meant the world to her. It really did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I should have
Good.
told you to have Kleenex handy. So, yeah,
I'm
that's
okay. It was a strange, sudden, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to say too much so that you can tell me more. But then I will tell you everything when you tell me to tell you, and then forget about it. Then you'll never get me to stop talking
Your
about my mom,
mom,
my other.
your
I
mom
love
just,
my mom.
but she just doesn't feel like she was healthy though. So,
Well, no, in the end, she had dementia,
yeah.
no.
so
Yeah,
there was no communicating, even if
no.
there were loose ends to tie up.
That's the hardest.
There just had to be a spiritual, soulful understanding
She feels
between
that
them.
way though. You should, I mean, she felt loved by you. Like you should, like
Yeah, and I adored her.
she gives me the sense at the end that she felt very loved. She felt she could feel that energy. She could feel you holding her hand. Like she felt very loved.
Oh,
And to know that and that you were just very, yeah, just very sweet and it was soothing and
oh,
it comforted
you're
her.
making her cry.
So just, that she heard you. She's saying, I heard everything you said.
I hope so.
She did.
Sorry.
No.
I don't like to be the crying person that often, unless I'm getting paid like lots of
Right.
money to cry and stuff like that. Now I'm just fucking crying just because I'm crying.
Now you know what to
Samma, can
think
you just
about when
step
you have
in
to
for me and
cry.
be my stand-in right now? My daughter looks just like me. She should be my stand-in right now. She's like,
Well, maybe we can change the topic a
mothers
little
and
bit
daughters.
just to get you to.
No,
Oh, I
no,
know. That's such a tight bond. Like, honestly, it's,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
mother's love and your mother, you know how
But
it is.
even monkey, there's a lot. There's a lot of fun there, that's for sure.
That's cute.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, both of them. They were
Yeah.
wild.
A
I
lot
was
of
raised by
fun.
three lunatics.
Yeah, but it
That's why
was
I'm crazy.
no, they were but they feel to be just there's a very free spirit feeling though, where it's just like I don't know, let you be you.
Well, we know Drea, and she has a very free spirit. She's a driven woman, and she has a lot of fun in her, and she's very she's politically driven. She's outgoing. We've had her on our show before, and we know a lot about her her history, and she's a very interesting person. So they created you, and but I wanted to know if I was kind of thinking that it might be fun for you to hear also from an astrologer.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, because of your political beliefs and all the stuff that you think about. She had a question, and I think I want to bring Kyle in. Hi, Kyle.
What was your question? Hi, Kyle.
Friends, hi.
So Kyle
Hi.
is a really great astrologer. He looks at collective mindsets of the universe and in astrology. But Drea did ask me a question, and she's a freedom fighter of sorts, and also just super courageous in the media, and has her political affiliations and what she believes in, and she's known for not holding anything back, kind of like Colby. Colby, I figured you and Colby would get along because she has the same kind of attitude. So anyways, why don't you go ahead and ask Kyle your question? And if
Something, I forgot the question, Susan.
I'm sorry?
Was it my question or Colby's question?
Well, you asked me a question.
Was it me? I forgot.
Oh, you forgot it was, okay.
Well, wait a second. I know it has to do with the election.
Election stuff.
It's election stuff.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
So what was,
tonight's the Trump and Biden are going to have their thing tonight. Everybody's kind of curious how that's going to go. I'm kind of glad that it's not at the same time as the show. But, everybody wants to know what direction we're going in. And sometimes astrology can really guide you. Colby is great at this too, but I just want to make sure that she was comfortable with, giving any kind of political information out like that, because I haven't talked to her in a long time, and I didn't really ask her in advance because I didn't want to give any kind of idea of who we were
The element of surprise.
Yeah, I didn't want to go, boom, here it is. But so I think, Drea, what you asked me was, we know the election's going to come, and we've heard the world is in upheaval right now. It's very serious times out there. And everybody's very confused as what will happen after the election. We're not going to predict who's going to win. But
oh, darn, I did. But
well, you can if you
well,
want.
I want to hear what Kyle has to say about
if
it.
she wants to, she can. I don't like to put that I don't want to feed information or tell them what to do. But what's happening? I'll let Colby kind of take this first.
No, let Kyle, because Kyle can do it astrology, and then I'll just I already put my prediction here. It's already written down, so it won't be influenced. But I want Kyle to have an opportunity to kind of go, okay, tell us what's going on.
Drea is concerned with the state of California after the election, and I am too. Everybody is. Everybody's worried about the state of the United States, obviously. But particularly California, because we're right here on the waterfront next to China. So I have the same curiosity, but I'm going to let Kyle take it, because this is something that, he's pretty good at. So.
Dare I interject and just say that my psychic abilities tell me that there won't be an election. That is the sort of the word on the street and the vibes that I get and the way I've felt for a while. But you guys take it away and tell me what you think about the state of the world, pre, after, whatever.
I mean, there's a lot of
what state should we be in?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways when you're looking at a very complex situation like this that you have to break it down. You can't just look at one planet. You can't just look at one eclipse. You can't look at just even one configuration, because it's more complicated than that. We have to look at, the nation's natal chart, the world's collective energy at this point in time. And we're going through a lot of very powerful transitions, in particular with Pluto, the planet of transformation and intensity, that is moving back and forth between Capricorn and also Aquarius. And so we're entering a 20-year period where all of the themes of Aquarius are going to be dug up, and the dark side of it is going to come through, and we're going to see a lot of very intense experiences around communities, community engagement, civil rights, AI, technology. All of those kinds of things are going to be really dug up so that we can burn them down like a phoenix and then also recreate them. Now, with Pluto being in Capricorn and finishing up that particular transit, everything that Capricorn rules, which is structure, government, big money, big, political institutions, all of this kind of energy, we're seeing that dark underbelly. And the thing about Pluto is its domination, its power. It rules dictators, literally. And so, like I said, with this energy going back and forth, we're going to be seeing a lot of this on a collective level over time. But the thing when we're talking about the specific election, not to, sugarcoat it, and I also don't want to like scare people, but November is the worst month of the entire year. And all the planets are at war. It is all about power struggles. It is all about chaos. It is about rebellion. It is about, we literally have Uranus, which is the planet of the unknown and chaos. It is more activated at this point in time, not only by the new moon, which takes place right before the election, but also the full moon, which takes place in the middle of the month. And this polarity that they're existing upon is all about money and power and sex. And that's the duality of this polarity here. And so a lot of this is coming out into the collective. We are going to be experiencing it. But then by looking at the energy that's happening on particular around November 3rd, we have Mars opposite Pluto. Mars is war and Pluto is destruction. And so it's not good. It's really, really bad. It's the only way that this could be worse is that if it was an eclipse season, which it's not. And this is the kind of energy where, again, when I'm talking about astrology and teaching people or writing about it on People Magazine or talking about it on TV, it's not here to scare us. We have to utilize the energy to create change and then also to use it to our advantage. That's why I always say astrology is predictive, but it's productive. We can utilize it and we can use the forces that are in the collective unconscious or the cosmic flow to hopefully bring greater change. Now, when I did look at the three candidates that we talked about, Biden, Trump, and RFK Jr., I did look at their natal charts on the day of the election to see what we're looking at. Now, Biden's chart is the best chart at this point in time. And it's not necessarily saying that, I agree with any person's politics or, any specific political party in any way, but his chart is the one that looks the luckiest, okay? However, Trump's is very activated with Uranus energy, and Uranus is the planet of chaos, and it's conjunct his midheaven. It's activating in his chart very significantly. And so the thing about this is that with Uranus being at play, this is the force of chaos and riots and progressive change, but also it's like lightning. Uranus is lightning and fire. And so that's being especially activated in his chart on the day of the election. Now, RFK Jr.'s chart, his is just not as good as the other two. It's just putting it out there. However, as I was looking at his chart gets better over the next couple of years. And so I really think that he can be a bigger force over the next couple of years. So, and I'm not even joking. I was like, wow, that's really cool, because the way that the planets are evolving in his chart, throughout the different houses of his chart, we're seeing that there's a lot more strength that's going to be activated. In particular, it's just beginning for him around his communities and his support and the people rallying around him. So again, this is a longer term transit that's just going to get stronger for him. And I think that by him, the other thing that the way that I was looking at on the day of the election, the thing that I thought was the most fascinating is that the power that he actually has the most of is in the media and connecting to the media and making an impact in the media. So do I honestly think, between looking at the three of them, that he has as much of a chance as maybe some people want? No. He just doesn't.
It's a long shot.
Do I think that there are going to be very powerful things that are being said and spoken and brought to attention of the media and the people and the public through him and through the people that he's associated with? Absolutely. And because of that, I think that there's going to be a lot of like societal change and, different, ideas that are brought up over the coming years. And this could be a really big launch pad that actually really takes him to further elections. Yeah. So again, I don't want you to think that I'm saying like, there's nothing good about his chart. It's just not a winning chart right now. So that's that.
So on Ask Dr. Drew today, we were talking about, tonight's event. It's like we're all lining up to see what happens tonight. And we're wondering how Biden's going to hang on for 90 minutes without a teleprompter, and how healthy is it? What's going to happen? Is Trump going? And I was thinking, it's funny because even though he's weak, sometimes the underdog takes the vote. Like Fetterman, how did he beat Dr. Oz? He had a stroke and he still won. He's still running the government. The guy can't even put a suit on. Like you wonder, like we all are questioning this, but the voters will vote even if, somebody's got one foot in the grave. I don't mean to be mean that way, but we've seen him deteriorating, and it's like almost like elder abuse, but he still could win if they keep him up there, because people feel sorry and vote. But, who knows who's going to win? If it's
Biden's chart today,
I think Newsom's the next president.
What'd she say?
I think Newsom's the next president.
Yeah.
I think they're going to insert him in there. Isn't he the surrogate tonight at the?
Yeah, that's the problem.
He's the surrogate. What is a fucking surrogate?
Well, they're keeping him out of the press right now because they know if he was running for the next few months, we'd pull so much dirt on him that he probably wouldn't win. And he's ruined California. Yeah, it's just, I am so apolitical. I just look at feelings. I don't know, maybe Colby can use her sensitivity.
Well, but I just want to say this so Biden's chart today is really strong. It's Mercury is super activated. He's really like, his midheaven is being activated. He's going to be really fired up. He's got a lot in his favor, but then
let's hope it keeps him awake on the show.
Hold on.
Maybe that's what's going on. That's how he stays awake.
He's got a lot behind him, so I'm sure he is showing up the strongest. He's got everything fucking behind him. Every powerful energy is behind him. I just wonder if Jesus Christ is behind him.
Trump's chart today is more fired up and aggressive.
Is it?
And it's like yeah, absolutely. Today it's like he does have some points of like clarity for sure that he can really activate, but there's more. There's a lot of also delusion that's going on in particular today, and I'm just looking at just the chart today. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying it's like when we're making, long-term, predictions about something as complicated as an election like this, you really have to look at the candidates, and then you also look at, the nation, and then you look at the day, and it's, but again, breaking it down in the way that I did on the day of the election, Biden, Trump, RFKJ.
Yeah. And I think RFK Jr. is amazing, and we love the guy. He should get a chance to be in the debate, and I'm sorry he won't. He'll be in a debate alongside the debate tonight. If anybody wants to log into that, it's the fake. They call it the fake debate. But just look up RFK Jr. and look for his live stream tonight during that if you want to hear.
I think America's not ready to hear the truth. It's a hard pill to swallow, but he'll bring it. But I don't know why I don't understand why more people don't want to hear it completely defined for them in the most easiest of terms.
But I think with Pluto going into Aquarius and being there for 20 years, I really do think that it's a generational aspect. I think people will. And I think that that's closer than we may even necessarily realize. I mean, Uranus is also going to go into Gemini. And Gemini rules the mind and it's to a degree connections and intellect and communication. So the planets are moving and interacting in very powerful ways. And I really do see, and I feel, certainly as an astrologer, a lot of hope. But to get there, we have to get through the
Are
gunk
Drea
now.
and I moving out of California?
I mean,
we just need to know what our compound is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't think
We're
it's
going
necessarily.
together, Susan.
I don't think it's that particularly bad when it comes to the aspects of like a world war or something of that. But there's going to be riots, there's going to be power struggles, there's going to be explosions, there's going to be all sorts of chaos that happens in the month of November. But again, it's like, because it's Scorpio season. It's like digging it up so that we can actually transform it.
It is.
And then we can evolve to a higher level. I mean, that's what Scorpio is. It's the three. We have the scorpion, we have the scorpion, we have the phoenix, and then we have the eagle. It's about ascension.
Wow. I have those. I have 3 Scorpios in my family. All born at the same time.
You do? Wow.
I do. Yeah. And I get it. So yeah, Colby, how are you feeling?
Well, I don't really normally do politics, as everyone knows. But I don't, I mean, and again, I don't even follow. I didn't even know there would be a debate tonight, just to tell you, because I don't follow. But I just keep feeling, I hate to say this, sorry, but everybody, but I really keep feeling Trump wins. I have zero clue how. I don't know how he figures it out. But I just, so that's my prediction. That's my.
She's putting it out there, everybody.
I'm putting it out there for we'll see, right? That's what I
And
think.
I didn't ask her to do that today. I didn't
But-
you got to come and predict who's going. But if she wants to, she wants to, and I give you credit for that.
And one thing off topic, when we're done talking about politics, I want to bring something back to Drea.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So, so Kyle, I'm just going to thank you again and give yourself a little plug on the way out. Where can everybody find you?
My website is kylethomasastrology.com. You can find out all sorts of horoscopes there. I have a Patreon where you can get exclusive daily horoscopes and horoscopes in, months in advance. So that's also Kyle Thomas Astrology. And then I'm very active on Instagram. It's Mr. Kyle Thomas. So MrKyleThomas. Thank you so much for having me. And
I love you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And good night.
Bye. Thank you, Kyle.
See you after the debate. Okay.
Oh, so one last thing I wanted to say. For some reason, crystals are so powerful near you. So I don't know if you have crystals in your house, but I would really recommend crystals, like just getting a big citrine or amethyst. Like, it just feels like a lot of manifestation can happen. So are you a crystal lover?
That's interesting. I have tons of them.
Yeah.
I sort of won't pay attention to them anymore. I've become more tapped into my old ways of just, my Christianity and stuff. But my crystals are everywhere, and I do love them. I just don't play with them anymore like I used to.
Yeah. So what you could do, though, rather than, they have a lot of energy from the earth, right? So, and in no way would they be counterintuitive to Christianity, right? Just what I would do is cleanse them. A great way is under the moon, which is real nice, or give them a nice little cleanse and just put them around the house, recharge their energy, just because I feel like it brings very powerful manifestation, especially in your living space. I'm not really feeling like you have to wear it, but there's something about your living space that it grounds it. It brings it a lot of abundance. It brings a ton of clarity to you, and really feels a lot of a groundedness around it.
I like that. I do have a lot, and I used to always put them under the moon, and I haven't done it in a while. So I am going to
There you go.
have a moon bath.
Well, they're talking to you, so.
You get your moon together.
I will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a moon in New York? Okay. So,
They're not here. The crystals are back in California.
So do you have any last questions before Colby takes? We have one more caller that's a non-celebrity that we also want to tell people that we will be taking other people, like callers, our fans, if you go to locals.com /calling out show and sign up. And so, but we want her to get her last question before we, and do her plugs. On the
me, my last question?
Yeah.
No, I want other people to ask questions.
Okay, I want to know what's going on with your friend, the friend in the room. I want to know what's going on with like her relationship. I know she didn't volunteer, so maybe I shouldn't say it.
Oh no.
Maybe I'll leave it alone.
She's calling out your relationship. Whoops.
She's like, what? You're not in a relationship.
Then
maybe you're talking about me this time. Now you're back to me.
Or did you just get in one?
Me?
Yeah. No.
I'm dating somebody. Dating.
Okay, wait, real quick though. Did we recently break up, or are you still dating them?
I'm still dating.
Oh, okay. Am I allowed to talk about it or no?
The look on her face was like,
Sure, go ahead. What do you got? What do you have? What do you got, Colby?
Okay, what I got. Listen, I'll tell you guys what I got. One of you is going to be able to take it. What I got was messy. So what I got was it's messy. It's a messy. There's a lot of like, I don't know if both of you are like sitting there doing the tango of like, I'm not going to commit, you do it first, I'll do it. Like there's a lot of like maneuvering around, and I keep hearing just knock it off and be together. Like just enjoy it. Rather than being too worried about it, too kind of, and I feel like it's not, it's kind of like be a little bit more flexible with that. Both of you are kind of set in your ways, and you like a certain way and you like a certain thing, but just maybe both of you work on, both of you are very stubborn, and both of you really like to be right. And so it's a lot. So I just keep hearing like, okay, why don't we like,
Robbie, do you hear this shit?
Why don't you work this out? Why don't we just try to compromise?
hey, Bobby.
Yeah, we are. I know. Poor Robbie. He's like, Jesus Christ,
Robbie,
nothing
sorry.
sacred.
Yeah. So anyhow, just know, like, I feel like there's a lot there. We just gotta maybe work on not being quite so stubborn around it.
Okay. All right. We'll both take that advice for sure, because I'm sure we are both stubborn for 100%. You got a Capricorn and a flip-flopping Pisces.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Fishy business.
When's your birthday?
I'm January 19th. I'm on the last day of Capricorn. I was going to ask Kyle
what about
See, we have a lot in common.
That's what Monkey was.
When's
Susan,
Robbie's
your
birthday?
He's March 12th. We're not a match made in heaven.
No, you're not. But I will tell you, for whatever it's worth, yeah, that's funny. Listen, Robbie earmuffs. So Robbie, the thing about Robbie is, okay, so Robbie is going to come across like, what are you talking about? I'm Mr. Laid Back. Like, I'm the easygoing one. And he's not. Like, don't let him fool you, okay? He is.
We're all dying here.
He is. He has to be right. He's very, very stubborn. But yeah, so just make sure, he's not Mr.
My
Fish.
daughter is like this now.
We're
all like, record it.
And one last thing about
know.
Robbie. I don't know if Robbie, I don't know, just don't answer it yet. I don't know what Robbie does for a living. But, he would have been, or if he does, he would have been really good at directing. So I don't know if, he works in producing or directing. Like, he's got really amazing ideas. So I would, when he kind of comes up with something, just take a moment to go, you know what, I'm going to consider that. Like, don't just brush it off, because I feel like he's got some really good,
He's a good boss.
He's got some good, strong ideas, and he has great, to his credit, he has great vision on things.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Wow, look.
And he likes money. He likes money.
Oh, I know.
He likes wealth. He likes success. But he's also not afraid
I
to
have one
work
of those
hard.
too.
But he's not afraid to work hard either for it.
No, he's the hardest worker I've ever met. He just quit his band actually, and
I thought it was. I
been the
didn't say he
hardest-
was a musician. I thought
Oh, you were
I thought he
thinking.
was. Yeah, I didn't say it. That's all
That's
right.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is
been the
what it is.
hardest time.
What are you gonna-
He's very heartbroken. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to need to speak to him at some point
Yeah.
because he's
yeah.
definitely heartbroken.
Just
I'm sorry,
have him
Robbie.
reach out. I'll take care of him.
Yeah.
We'll give him
Yeah,
some
they
clarity.
broke his heart.
Yeah, he's got great ideas though. He's not done.
Okay, Colby.
Good. That's a
Okay.
good
Do
thing.
you think you can take one more person?
Yes,
Just,
yes. Drea, it's so nice to meet you. Very
Hey,
nice to
Colby,
meet you.
thank you. Nice to meet you
if you
too,
want, you
Susan.
can
I'm
stick
so happy
around
to
and
see
watch
you.
or listen, and or if you have something to say, raise your hand. we
She'll
can bring
watch remote.
it. Yeah,
She'll watch
yeah.
it.
We won't hang up on you, but thank you for
How much longer are you guys on for?
And then
20 minutes.
yeah, so we just want to
Okay.
plug your line again because we love your
Yes,
stuff.
please.
And this is okay. So this is one of her.
I love
her
it.
Shirts. This is going to be Colby's after ski shirt.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gets to wear this to bed.
The
with her
whole
new
brand is about
But look
bringing
at this.
people back together. No
But
more
what-
politics. It's all bullshit. They're all evil. They're all assholes. We all need to come back together and love each other. We the people should be your only
ultrafree.co.
pronoun.
Ultrafree.co. Everybody go over there, check out her line, and
Oh, is this your necklace? This thing?
No, the necklace is actually it's just a little gun.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people
yeah,
might get
my
I
daughter.
can't
but
see
we
it.
should-
My
Okay.
daughter took the one with the gun. She took
Oh.
that shirt. So
Let
she
me
goes,
see your
"I don't know
tattoo
if
with
it's
the
this."
inner arm. Your right inner arm.
That's Sekhmet.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Should I?
Egyptian. She's an Egyptian cat.
Oh,
You might like her. Look her up.
I'll talk to-
Sekhmet.
I'll check her out.
Some people
Thank
may
you.
not. She's just a big Egyptian cat lady.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
We dig the cats. Well, anyways, thank
Yeah.
you so much. I
Yes.
appreciate it. Thanks for your time and being
Thank
open
you
to
guys
this.
for having me. I'm going to run off and feed my babies right now.
Yeah,
There you
go.
go.
Feed your babies, and I'll talk
Yes.
to you soon. Maybe see you in New York.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Ta-ta.
All right. Nice meeting you too.
Okay. All right. So this is the moment everybody waits for. If you go to locals.com, oh gosh, I know I'm going to get this wrong. It's either callingout.locals.com or locals.com.callingout. You can
You should
sign
be able
up
to
there.
put the link up.
I know we're just kind of moving around.
Okay.
Here. First show is always
Okay.
I don't have it. I have the exact links that I can post, but if you go there and you join our community
Just
and
go.
you become a Calling Out fan there, and you want to have a psychic reading, we're going to push you in the front of the line. We're kind of building our little community here and also our phone lines or whatever. But you'll get to see an example of somebody that is calling in now, who we set up in advance because we didn't have a show yet, so it can really invite any of our followers. So we're via Zoom. We have Janelle here. We're working it. We're gonna show her face and. Hello, Janelle. How are you? Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Janelle.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Do you have a question you want to ask or a connection you want to make?
Well, I've never had the opportunity to speak with a psychic medium before.
Yay.
And I have lost a few really special family members that I would love to try to connect with. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of as well. So yeah, if there's any signs or connections, I'd love to hear from someone.
Okay. So I definitely feel like there's a few here, Janelle. Hang on. I keep feeling the presence of a male first around you, a male on the other side for you. And he comes in. It's interesting. Janelle, do you have someone younger on the other side, can I ask? It makes me feel like they would have been a child or very young when they passed away. Can you take that at all? Do you understand that?
There's actually nobody that I can think of younger. There is a male that has passed though.
Okay, the child is different than the male. So the male is one person, but he is holding okay, so so let me talk to the male first and then see, because he's holding the hand of a child. So, I don't know if that's his child and he's referring, or if there's just a child that I thought was on the other side. Okay. But the male first really gives me the feeling of, I think this male would have been very, very close to you, not a casual friend, like a close relative. Do you understand that? Like also a sense around him, like very fatherly. Like I think he just wants to watch out for you or take care of you, be very protective of you. Do you understand that, Janelle?
Yes, I do.
Would we have dad on the other side, Janelle? Would we understand dad or just, okay. Because dad, I circled dad. Dad was the first one. I am just, Janelle, do you mind if I ask a personal question? And would you know, or would there be a pregnancy that did not come into the physical realm for you by chance? Or
Yeah, I did actually have a miscarriage
Okay.
at 13 weeks.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sweetheart, but this is the child he's holding. This is the hand, because I asked him, and he's like, "This is I want her to know that I've got the baby and that I'm holding the baby." Okay, so I know that's very painful, and I'm really sorry. But he keeps saying, "Honey, you keep this is all gonna be okay. You keep your chin up, like this is okay." And I've got, this baby, and he gives me the sense to. I mean, I don't want to. If you I know you did not know the gender of the child, did you? Correct? Okay. I know the gender, or I feel that I know. If you would like to know, I'll share it, and if not, I'll keep it private for you, okay?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. It definitely is a baby girl, because he was showing me the hand of a baby girl. So, did you have a feeling it was a baby girl?
I didn't think about it too much, to be honest.
Okay. What I want you to do, I do feel like there's going to be another pregnancy for you, Janelle. I absolutely do. I do feel like it's going to be a successful pregnancy in which the baby comes into the physical. I think it's really important, though. One thing I keep hearing is to breathe, to let yourself relax and to breathe. And I know listen, I know, honey, this could be so nerve-wracking and a lot of kind of fear and triggering coming in, but I just get a feeling like this is going to be, it's interesting. I want to say it's going to be a much more normal's not the right word, traditional pregnancy. Like I feel like it's going to be pretty smooth is really what I want to say around it. This little girl just really feels like it was like an like almost like they can't figure out what happened. It was like a little idiosyncrasy. But I think she's like, I don't know, she just feels wonderful, and she feels bright, and she feels just, you're gonna keep seeing her, like she's gonna be around you, but like a light. I want you to think of a light, like almost like a light that follows, like a blinking light, flashing light. Just know that that's her around you, okay?
Awesome.
But dad gives me the sense where I feel like dad feels very, I think you would have been close to dad, or, he definitely gives me the sense of, I just feel like he lost a lot of strength at the end. Do you understand that around your dad, towards the end of his life? Like he lost a lot of strength. Like he was always a strong man, I think, but he lost a lot of strength, almost the ability to stand up straight. I just feel like he's not able to really be in his full body. Do you understand that? A lot of in and out with your dad, a lot of like, just fading in and out, just kind of, there's a lot of that with him. But he really shares with me a sense of just wanting everybody to know that he's okay, and sharing with you that he is okay. All right. And I feel like it's interesting. It's been a little while since dad has passed. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's been about 5.
Okay. I feel like it's interesting. I don't know, but he really likes your husband. So I feel like you are married, but I feel like he loves your husband. Did he not get to meet him in the physical? Like he's just saying she needs to know I like her husband. So either it was new or he didn't get a chance to meet him, but he says I have a thumbs up.
That's so funny you say that. They did know each other, not for super, super long, but I am engaged, and my fiance did actually ask for my father's permission to propose to me.
Well, your dad, just so you know, your dad still gives his thumbs up to it. I feel like he's like, it's still a yes for me.
He's a good guy.
Her husband or her fiance?
Yes.
I keep saying husband because obviously we're gonna get married. This is happening.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
It's very weird. It's like it's almost already happened in a lot of ways. So it's like,
yeah, it really feels like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I do keep hearing though, okay, is now you can do you, Janelle, do you, okay? But, you know, Dad makes me feel like wear the most beautiful white dress. I want you to feel like the princess you are. I want you to feel, Janelle, I don't think you like a lot of attention on you. You're not one to like be like the center of attention. And your dad is like, honey, I want you. You deserve this moment. You deserve to be so loved. And it is interesting because obviously your dad will be there in spirit. But what is interesting, he shows me another male walking you down the aisle. So I do believe we will have another male. I don't know if this is an uncle or their father-in-law. There's something here where there's another male that is stepping in, but that it feels loving. It feels very gentle. It's not, again, this is your wedding. You do you. This is just things your dad are showing me. You know what I mean? I think your dad, like, he wants to make sure you have someone. And that's important. You know, that's important. Oh my God, that's so funny. Here, just between you and me, and the rest of the world at the moment, your fiance, like, I can't wait. I wish I was there. He is going to be the biggest crybaby at your wedding. Like, he is going to be like bawling.
Oh yeah,
it's so true. Honestly, anybody who knows him knows that yes, he will be crying for sure.
That's so funny. He will be, but you know, it's all good. I'm just curious. The name Mike came in. Michael. Does that name resonate for you, for anyone in the living or in spirit? Can you think of that like as a friend or a friend of your fiance's? Mike.
No Mike that I can think of at the moment.
And not an M, not a Mark, Mike, nothing like that. Mick. Will you let us know later? It's very strong. He's in the living. This person's in the living. They're not in spirit, okay?
Okay, I'll keep thinking. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting because I feel like this person is going to come in and really kind of have a lot of answers for you. Like, I feel like they're going to be a good person to help build. So whether it's looking for a new house and they're the realtor, or it's like, or the job with your fiance, like it makes me feel like this person is going to be there and very trustworthy, very solid person to kind of go, okay, I can bounce things off this person. It's almost like they're there to carry forward. But I felt like you might already know them. So maybe just when you get off, ask your fiance and just see if there's anything.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Okay. Do you have any, there's also a woman on the other side. So let me just kind of chat with her for a hot minute. Okay. I feel like this woman, there's a motherly energy to her, like a mother figure to her. But I think mom is still in the living. Like, this doesn't say it's mom. She's not saying I'm her mom. It gives me the feeling like there's a mother energy to her. So would you understand that for an aunt or a fiance's mom or a woman connected in that way?
My fiance's grandmother did pass away. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like the sense where this lady was, I think, just the center of her family, like very, very important. And everything was arranged around her. Like, I think everything was done at her house, to her schedule, that sort of thing. And she really gives me a sense too. I mean, like just very fun. I think she's just a fun, witty lady, like very kind of clever, sharp. There's kind of like, even though she's older, there's an energy to her that's kind of youthful to me. Like there's just a funness to her and a lightness to her. And so just know that she is around. She gives me the feeling of being around and letting you guys know that she's there and that she's with you. And just kind of saying, I'm here, and I'm around. Okay.
That's great. That's definitely my fiance's grandma. That was spot on.
Oh,
Totally
thank
hers.
you. Thank you.
So Janelle, Dr. Drew just texted me. I guess
Okay.
he's listening in the garage.
Yeah.
He wanted to sit here on the show. He walked in, sat down, and left. But who's the guy that owns the gym?
Oh, well, it's not Brandon, my fiance.
No, but is his name Mike?
Oh, I actually can't remember right now.
Is it Mike?
Start with an M. I should text Brandon. I have to find out. I can't remember.
Yeah, you got to let us know. But just know what I said about him.
That's him. Then that is so funny.
You know, but I just feel like you guys, you and Brendan are just a really great match. And
Very good match.
he's very kind. He's very compassionate. He knows how to hold the space for you in a really beautiful, loving way. And I know, listen, I think, again, I'm sorry about the loss of, your baby, but it's, I do feel though that pain is definitely going to be replaced with such beautiful, beautiful family love. So, and I'm seeing more than one baby. So, we got.
That's what we were hoping. So that's great to hear.
you got a few more coming in, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then ultimately, Janelle, I'm not sure where you live, sweetheart, but I feel like there is going to be a move to somewhere that feels a little bit more simple. I want to say, like a little bit more land, a little bit more nature, and a little bit more like we can enjoy life. And so I do feel like that is coming in the next couple years for sure.
That's awesome because we literally had that conversation this morning, how we just want a little bit more land. We want an easy house that doesn't come with mold like our last house did.
Oh, yeah, we don't want the mold.
grateful for that. Yeah.
You don't want the mold. No.
Yeah, you guys keep working together. It's gonna
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. So
Yay!
Yay.
So glad. See, Colby
so
can
much. That was really enlightening. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. You're
We'll find
welcome.
out
My
who
pleasure.
owns that gym,
Yeah,
'cause-
let us know who owns the gym.
Oh, and I'll
I thought it
text
was-
you, Susan. Yeah.
It might be Mike. I can't remember. But
And then there's someone, I don't know if this is Mike or someone else. I'm seeing someone with a tattoo on their forearm. Does that resonate? Can you think of anyone who's got like a tattoo like on this forearm? So you're going to meet a guy. So listen, and maybe it's through this guy at the gym or him. So just tell him. I know this sounds so weird and I wish we could validate later. Okay, but
we can.
I'll
find out.
I see tattoo. I think this guy, I really feel like it's Mike. I don't know what his name is, but the guy at the gym, tell him, I feel like he also has a really close male friend or person on the other side for him. And tell him that he is with him. I love you. Like he just gives me like one of the guy in spirit gives me one of these. I love you. And I'm around you. And
the M name, right?
I think he's
Friend of
talking to the M name. He's talking to the guy I'm talking to is in spirit. I think he's talking to he's talking to Mike's in the living, right? So
Yes, potentially.
He's talking to this gym, whoever the gym owner is or whoever that is, he's talking to him. So just tell this guy, ask and see if you can validate, but he's got a guy on the other side who loves him like a brother, like just says, I love you like a brother. I don't want you to worry. I'm around you. Okay.
Yeah. So show this video to Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely will.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Great. Thank you again.
Brenda will start crying.
Totally will. I'll video it.
Just get video of them doing it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, Colby said. Thank you, sweetheart.
God bless.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
Best to Brandon.
Yay.
So that's sort of an example
Of what we're gonna do, yeah. So
Yeah,
each episode, you guys, there'll be different mediums, different psychics, right? You got
Yes.
you got a bunch of tricks up your
Oh yeah,
sleeve.
we're lining them up.
The talent is there.
Universe. We're taking next week off because of the holiday, but we're gonna really kick in after the 4th of July and everybody who's out there on X, thank you for watching. We had a good number of people there.
Yay.
And also youtube.com/Dr. Drew. Thank you for watching there and calling out. We have a YouTube channel called youtube.com. I haven't looked there, but we're all over the place. We're on the Dr. Drew Rumble. We're on the Calling Out Rumble. We're on Facebook, mine, which is Susan Sailer Pinsky, or maybe it might be Calling Out, but and then also Twitter and Twitch, but Dr. Drew's Twitch. So yeah, if if you like the show, give us a like or follow us on Locals, follow me on Locals. If you want to connect with a loved one, I think it's like $5 a month or something to be on Locals, and that'll help support the show. But also I want to be able to submit a Zoom meeting thing, where we can give you out the Zoom number and then we can do callers that way. Also, we're all this is available through drdrew.tv, who supports us and keeps this boat afloat. And it's been a pleasure to host you and have my friend Colby here because I missed you horribly.
Yay.
And it's, there's so much ground to cover with the event of what's gone on in the world.
Yeah.
And I will have you back soon.
Okay.
So I'm also grateful for Robin Delano for helping me produce this.
Yay.
And Jay Chapman. None of our spirits came in today, which is amazing. I'm shocked, but
Little shout out to Reese, kind of pitching in there,
Reese
helping
is
out.
our intern today.
We
and
need
he's-
all the hands we can get.
Yeah, so we're gonna be like 100% like on this for y'all. So
Yay. Y'all, where'd that come from?
get in touch. I'm not allowed to say you guys anymore.
Why?
I don't know. It's supposedly not. It's in.
There's no way. That's just not going to work. If you're from New Jersey. But everybody knows you guys doesn't mean guys.
No, I know.
You guys means everybody. I mean, we were all inclusive before anybody else was. You guys means everybody. It's not a gender thing. It's not an identity thing. It's that's
I don't
always been
know.
all inclusive. Everybody knows that.
They might not like it, so I
Who?
don't know. They.
Oh. Well, I love they. They, I love you.
I love they too.
You guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't.
No, we
I
love
you.
everybody.
I didn't know you can't say that.
No, I know. I don't. I just.
Is that just you being sensitive, or is it a thing?
I
Is
hung
that
out-
I'm unaware?
Yeah. Well, I was in Austin a lot for your mom's house, so I say y'all now. So I feel.
Oh, okay. You feel better with it.
I don't know. Just with something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to be politically correct around my 31-year-old triplets. So it's.
Oh. Well, no,
I
it's
don't
important.
even know if they care, but
It's important that we're sensitive to everybody, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, so if there is something to be learned, then I'll learn
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll definitely take
I'm
that.
trying. I'm old school. If I do something wrong, I just blame it on the fact that I'm old and I don't know any better.
All right, but I'm just saying there may come a day when the Yankees are going to say, "Hey, y'all is very offensive, Confederates. You're not allowed to say it anymore." So I'm just, we're going to.
No,
Could be
there's
a day.
a place and time for everything, And you know what, Colby, you are a rebel. So that's what I love about you.
Speaking of Confederate, right? No, just kidding. I'm from New Jersey. Just want to repeat that.
And I want you to meet Drea one day. You love her.
Aw.
She's amazing. We're building our team over here.
Yay.
And we'll have, and also thanks to everybody who watched, and especially Espen is going crazy over on X. We appreciate it. And Jackie Stern's there. I see her. She's our manager. She's on Facebook, and we've got Facebook watching. We have everybody's watching. I'm so excited. It's more than I expected. I didn't know, but we didn't promote it very much, but we will the next show, which will be on Thursday, the 11th of July, with the ever so famous Rebecca Fearing. And I don't know what, maybe something else. I'm just throwing shit at the wall this week. So, yeah. And also, I'm so glad that we didn't have any interruptions with the tech stuff. So, thank you, and God bless y'all. I look forward to the next event, and hopefully we'll get you on the show. So, yeah, be good. You live. You have to sing. Calling out, calling.